mostly when you see a woman that is successful, people will say that she's successful because either she slept her way to the top, or oh, she's successful because the husband is successful.
Why are we attributing a woman's success to a man? It's sometimes very difficult to hear as a woman. Why don't we say the same about men? A man could have also slept his way up.
Yeah. So can we agree that the whole stereotype starts from society?
It does, hands down. When you are born, no one is telling you you are more inferior to someone else. We need to remember as women that we are people too. We are always focusing so much on the gender side of things, but you are a person. You're a person. You can be able to do what a person does.
Yes.
Forget man, forget woman. You're a human being and you deserve grace, you deserve opportunities, you deserve it. So just take it, receive it from God.
Yeah.
Amen.
Receive it. Hi guys, welcome to another episode on The Conversation. Today we are going to discuss something that's very, very interesting and something that lots of people are a little bit biased about it. Sometimes when we bring this conversation up, people want to be in the favor of the other gender. And today I think we are going to try as much as we can to digest this conversation, to talk about it, to we want to hear your thoughts also. We want to hear what you think. We want to hear how you feel about it. So today in the studio with me is Selena, and we are going to try as much as possible to bring our ideas, but then also you matter. So let us know what you also think. Welcome, Selena.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So today our topic is a little bit, like I said in the intro, it's a little bit it's difficult to sometimes talk about it because, and I appreciate the fact that we are women, so I think we are not going to be too biased, but we are going to speak in the favor of the woman. So there's a conversation out there, mostly when you see a woman that is successful, people will say that she's successful because either she slept her way to the top, or oh, she's successful because the husband is successful. When you hear this kind of stuff, how do you feel about it?
That this topic is something I'm very passionate about. So I
Right.
hope I hope my views will not rub them the wrong way.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So it's sometimes very difficult to hear as a woman. Even if it's true, why don't we say the same about men?
Yeah.
A man could have also slept his way up.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually.
And let me not say what's wrong with that. But then why is it so wrong when it's a woman? We have a double standard in the world.
Yeah.
The smallest thing a woman does is a problem.
Yeah.
And also, why are we attributing a woman's success to a man?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like it's just not a nice thing to hear as a woman, seeing other women that you probably look up to, even if you don't look up to them,
Yeah.
seeing them being brought down by just one comment someone will pass,
Yeah.
some random person somewhere who may have not achieved the level that the woman has
Yeah.
achieved.
Yeah.
Just attributing her success to someone else is a very difficult thing to hear as a
Yeah.
woman. And then when I hear this from other women as well, for that one, it feels as if Judas is like,
I know, right? Like,
Judas is
really,
in front
you
of
should be
me.
speaking for us.
I know, but then
Yeah.
you hear other women as well, also disparaging other women, and it's not nice.
Yeah.
I think in the past, before I also became a little enlightened, society sometimes makes these comments seem so normal.
Yeah.
You may probably end up saying some without even believing it because
Yeah.
you've been socialized so much to
Yeah.
say these things. I think maybe in the past I may have passed some of these comments as well, but then I grew up, started to read more, started
Yeah.
to know more about things, started to see my worth, and
Mhm.
then I realized that no, that's a very
Yeah. Yeah.
comment to make.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I mean, I think I side with you because yeah, mostly I think the first place you hear these things is from society. I mean, you hear someone
Always.
say that this woman, her worth is probably from the husband. She probably slept her way to the top. She did that and all that. So can we agree that the whole stereotype starts from society?
It does.
Right.
It hands down.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because when you are growing up, when you are born,
Mm-hmm.
no one is telling you you are more inferior to someone else.
Right.
I was lucky to grow up in a house full of women,
Right.
like my mom, my aunties, like we were mostly women.
Mhm.
But then we had um my brother was around, but my brother is a lot older, so
Mhm.
he wasn't around for much long. Um my cousins, I lived with my cousins who were the same age as me. Okay,
Yeah.
they're a year older, but like let's say we
Yeah.
are peers.
Yeah.
And when we were kids, I didn't know the difference between us. Like I
Right.
mean, we
Yeah.
I said we grew up around here,
Mhm.
kind of like I used to come on vacations. We'll go to the park, go and play football. We'll wrestle. We'll jump all over the place.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I didn't know I was a girl. Like in that sense, like I
Mhm.
understood I was a girl, but
Yeah.
then in the societal gender
Mhm.
issue,
Mhm.
I didn't know I was a girl.
Yeah.
I just knew I was a person.
Yeah.
But then I grew up and then, oh, your ba. So
Uh-huh.
excuse
You
me, but like
see,
you're girl,
yeah,
like yeah,
yeah.
do this, do that. And then I started to realize, oh, there's a difference between us.
Yeah.
So my grandma is a strong woman. She's someone I really admire. But then she grew up in that era of like, women were
Yeah.
inferior to
Yeah.
men. She even had to like skip school so that she could
Oh, okay. Stay
be,
at home and
yeah,
all of that. Yeah.
cook and
Mhm.
clean for her brother who was going to school.
Imagine.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that's all she's known. And she always used to pass these comments.
Mm.
Oh, serve your cousin. Meanwhile, this guy is like my age,
Yeah.
like
You can do it yourself.
someone I've been playing with. Like, what do you mean I should serve him?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like I'm not submissive or anything, but I just didn't understand
Yeah.
what she meant by that.
Mhm.
And I wouldn't do it because I'm like, no, the
Yeah.
food is there. I've cooked the
Mhm.
food. I should serve him too. Hey.
Mhm.
So like yeah, that was when I started to realize there was a difference between men and women or
Yeah.
girls and boys,
Mhm.
and it started to really, I wasn't happy about it
Yeah.
because I have my sisters are people I look up to. My mom,
Yeah.
she was a single parent, had to provide for us. There
Mhm.
was nothing like a man's role in my house or a
Yeah.
woman's role in my house. We are all doing the same thing.
Mhm.
As I'm standing, I can stand up and then fix the lights, and you would think I'm a man, or like fix things in the house. I
Yeah.
can climb
Yeah.
the roof and
Yeah.
things. So like, what is the difference between a man and a woman? We
Mm.
are all human beings.
Yeah.
Yes, society has given gender roles, and
Mhm.
again, back to your question, yes,
Yeah.
it's all from society. From
Society.
childhood, you don't know. You
Yeah.
learn these things from
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
environment. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, but that's also not to say that yes, there are women that have probably slept their way to the top. Yeah,
I
no
won't
doubt
lie.
about that.
I won't lie, but
Yeah.
again, morally, okay,
Mm-hmm.
for me, it wouldn't be my thing. I'm ambitious, but I also want to know that my success came
Yeah.
from me, and then
Yeah.
of course from
Yeah.
God's help,
Yeah.
from my family,
Yeah.
and all that. But then women who have done it, should we stone them?
Mm-mm.
You who have not sinned, you cast the first stone.
Yeah.
So like if
Yeah.
they've done it, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to repent, that's up to them.
Yeah.
If the Holy Spirit convicts them, it's up to them.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that the person has stepped their way to the top,
Yeah.
so we should kill them. No,
No.
like it's
No.
not
Yeah.
ours to judge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's okay. If you've
Mm.
made that decision in the past, it's
Yeah.
up to you.
Yeah.
And yeah, God will decide
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
Actually,
end.
I
Yeah.
think I agree with you when you say you want to make it yourself. Because
Mm-hmm.
as a woman, I believe that I always tell my friends that if you're a woman, you should try as much as possible to have your own money, right? Just as much as men want to spoil their women. I personally think it's nice
Mm-hmm.
if you are rich and your husband is rich and you guys are supporting each other. Then again, there are people that have slept their way to the top. But should we say that's the right thing to do?
Mm.
Because mostly people say that women we have so much opportunities than men, but then again the opportunities don't just come. You'd have to do stuff,
Yeah.
right? There's a story I heard some time ago. The lady was looking for a job, right? And the man is like, okay, I'm going to give you the job, but
Exactly.
you have to climb the bed.
Yeah.
I mean, for someone who is in that position, what do you say to the person?
Yeah, so that was going to be my next point. Like,
Yeah.
we are saying that women sleep their way to the top and all
Mm-hmm.
that. How do women sleep their way to the top?
Right.
Like,
If there's nothing there,
yeah, like,
yeah.
who is doing it?
Right.
You are giving me
Right.
the opportunity to sleep the way
Mm-hmm.
to the top, and
Mm-hmm.
then, it's also harassment sometimes. Like, you feel like you don't have a choice. I've had an instance where I've not slept my way to the. I'm not even at the top yet, but like I've been in instances where like you feel as if you don't have a choice. You
Yeah.
have to do this to be able to get
Mm-hmm.
what you need. And there are people who like they are suffering.
Yeah.
You can't watch your family suffer when you can just give up to them
Yeah.
something small,
Yeah.
right? So I would say to a woman who is in such a situation that it's not the end of the world
Mm-hmm.
if you've already done it.
Yeah.
Just take your time, say a prayer. If you believe in God, I would recommend
Mm-hmm.
that to you. Say a prayer and then ask for forgiveness
Yeah.
and then ask God to guide you
Yeah.
the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Now, if you are currently in that situation, I would say again that it's not the end of the world. Again, you
Yeah.
have choices, you have opportunities. It may feel as if you don't right now. Maybe I'm speaking from a place of privilege,
Mm.
but I promise you that you do. Like, um, there have been situations where I also felt like if I don't do A, if I don't do B, there's no way I can
Yeah.
succeed.
Yeah.
But then I have moved on and then
Mm-hmm.
I
You
look
look
back and
back
I'm
and
like,
like,
what the hell was I doing?
right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I can cite so many examples where I felt like this is my only choice, this is my only opportunity.
Mm.
But then it turned out that it really wasn't.
Yeah.
There were so many other avenues I could have taken, and
Mm.
I just needed to take my time,
Yeah.
pray, and then God would open up a way for me. So
Yeah.
don't feel like you have to do something, you have to be locked up somewhere. God always finds the weirdest ways
Yeah.
to open
Yeah.
opportunities for us. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I would
I
say.
don't know if I should share this, but when I was in uni, those who know the uni I went to, I mean, yeah, when I was in uni, I got an F in a
Mm.
course, right?
Mm.
And I knew there was
I
no
know
way
where
I
you're
was going to
going.
get the F because
Mm-hmm.
I remember very well I did so well in that paper. And then, so I went to the lecturer's office. I'm like, say, you failed me. I didn't
Mm.
tell him I failed though. I said you failed me. You failed me. And he's like, oh, how is that? You probably didn't study. I said no, I studied for this course.
Mm-hmm.
I did my best. So I told him that if you have the what's the name? What do you even call them? The exams papers and all
Mm.
of that. Let me go through so that we can do remarking. Right? You'd be surprised to know that I literally went through all the papers. I didn't see mine.
So what was
I
it?
didn't see mine. And
Crazy.
I mean, so I was like, okay, maybe it's the class I wrote the paper, maybe you messed it up or something.
Mm.
So I checked all the other class, I didn't see my paper. I'm like,
Mm.
what's happening? And this man tells me that, oh, you don't worry, go and come in the evening, you come and see me. So when I went to class, I told my friends, most of my friends are males. I'm
Mm.
like, Charlie, this is what the man they say. Oh. Make her go or make her and they were all like, oh, you can go. We'll just stand behind the door. And I'm like, no. So what if I go? You be behind the
And
door.
if he locks the door, what's
I
up?
was inside, right?
Yeah.
So he failed me. I had to reset the paper.
Mm-hmm.
What he was trying to say is that you come, let's do whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can
I'll
pass
pass
you.
you. Yeah.
Right. So later he saw me on campus, like, hey, you this girl, you are stubborn, no.
Hmm.
I mean, I told my parents, I didn't tell them the whole story. I told them
Mm.
I failed the paper, so I have to retake it, and they were not so happy about it. Everyone wants to blame the female. Everyone wants to say that, it's your fault. It's
You
this.
dress this way.
Really, I'm honestly that thing pisses me off.
Ah, yeah.
Then again, let's not be biased, but some people actually wear stuff that were really, really. Even as a woman, when you say like, are you really wearing that? And I think that as a woman,
Mm.
first of all, have place a value on yourself, right? Put that tag on yourself such that you don't entertain this. You don't want this to be the story. You don't want this to be said about you. You don't want
Mm.
someone to think that this person, you can just say anything to this person and that is it.
So about harassment.
Mm.
So I have very radical opinions on that.
Ooh.
So for harassment, the women in my like around me,
Mm.
maybe I shouldn't speak on their behalf, but
Yeah.
um I don't think I know of a woman who has never been harassed in their life,
Wow.
like ever.
Mm.
I've never, maybe my mom hasn't, no, yeah, maybe she hasn't mentioned it to me, like
Yeah.
maybe the older women,
Yeah.
but then the younger women around me, I know of facing harassment in one way or the other,
Mm.
like so many times.
Yeah.
So I don't think, yes, like what you said, the way you dress and everything shouldn't
Mhm.
factor in.
Yeah.
um I understand why I would say that as a woman, as a woman, we should put some value on the way we are, the way we dress up and everything.
Mm.
But why?
Yeah.
A man can get up and then walk out bare chested.
But a woman can't.
Why? Yeah, I guess I wouldn't walk out bare chested.
Yeah.
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 But like why?
Mm.
Why should I have to hide parts of myself? Why should I have to um why should I have to be the one to change my attitude? Why should I be the one to change the way I do things
Yeah.
just because of someone else,
Mhm.
just because of society, just
Yeah.
because of other women,
Yeah.
just because of another man?
Yeah.
Why should I change who I am
Mm.
to fit in? Like why should I fit in a certain mold?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it shouldn't be, that way at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
But then it is, and
Yeah.
life is unfair, so
Yeah.
we have to do it
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sometimes unfortunate, and sometimes it's sad when you hear people really
Mm-hmm.
chastise the woman.
Mm-hmm.
There's this story in the Bible. I'm trying to remember the tagline they gave her. The woman caught in the act,
Mm,
right?
mm.
They say that mostly they don't even. I mean, Bible was even biased. God forgive me, but yeah,
No,
it
it's the
spoke about,
era it was
yeah,
written in. I
yeah,
literally
yeah,
said that to someone yesterday.
yeah.
That's like, even when in the women in the Bible, there are so many of them who I admire.
Mm-hmm.
But then even with the way they are written, majority of the time their stories about a man,
Yes, a man
or
that's
they
a
seem like a
factors. Yes,
footnote,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
and it's understandable because it's the era it was
yeah,
written in.
yeah.
But even the Bible does a lot better with writing about women,
Mhm,
compared to like
mhm.
many other books, especially because during that era there was no feminist
Yeah,
movement or anything,
yeah,
so it makes
yeah.
sense. And they write about like people like Deborah, people
Mhm,
like
mhm.
Lydia, people
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Anna, so many,
yeah.
so many different people.
Mhm.
Yes, maybe it seems like a footnote, but then if you read between the lines, you can be able to see that these people are people who are still very prominent. So,
Mm.
like, not to interrupt,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, the Bible is
Yeah,
a little.
yeah, yeah.
If you read it with the um mindset of, oh my god, the Bible is so constricting to women, you
Mhm.
may probably see it in that view.
Yeah,
But then if you
yeah,
go in with like a very blank slate and try as much as possible to see it from the perspective,
yeah,
you will see that yes, there was some kind of
yeah,
respect accorded
yeah,
to women,
yeah,
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 sometimes.
yeah.
But I know it's a controversial
Yeah.
topic, so
We'll probably have the conversation later.
yeah.
Yes, yes. So back to the woman caught in the act,
Mm-hmm.
the tag was just on her.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, she wasn't just in the
Alone.
act
Two
alone.
can play that game.
Right.
It takes two to
It takes
tango.
two, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
yes, society, I think for a woman, there's just so much responsibility on you,
Yeah.
especially when you are little. Like you said earlier, they will tell you sometimes it's in a good light. They'll tell you this is how you're supposed to dress, this is how you're supposed to do
Mm.
things, this is how things are supposed to be done in the house. When you are about 18-ish, they sometimes some parents start asking, do you have a boyfriend?
Mm.
When you finally have a boyfriend, now they change your whole life,
Mm-hmm.
right? They
Yeah.
tell you that this is how you're supposed to behave. When you finally get married, they are like, okay, even before you get married, they start teaching you how to cook. But I feel like there's just so much a girl child can consume at that age,
Mm.
right? We put so much responsibility on the woman and leave the man out. I always say that when I have children, and especially when they are males, I'm going to teach them how to do literally everything,
Oh my God.
right? Because you
Yes.
can't go and marry someone and expect
No,
that
no. Yeah.
she will do everything from you. I grew
Mm.
up in a house where my dad, I never saw my mom washing for my dad,
Mm.
right? Because this man wants to do it himself. There are days he's going to cook for the whole family. There are days where he's just waiting for my mom to say that, oh, this is what we are going to eat today. So it's like, okay, sure, let me take up and do it. Right. And sometimes it's nice for me. But
Mm.
then again, there are men in this era that say that I'm married, so my wife should be able to cook for me, my wife should
Mm.
wash for me, my wife should. And
Meanwhile, they are not
sometimes,
the sole provider.
right.
Yeah.
And in fact, even if you are, I
Mm-hmm.
I believe that, help your wife,
Mm.
help the person you call your wife,
I
because
agree.
at the end of the day, she's gonna be at home with the kids,
Mm.
whether she's gonna go to the office or not. She'll still come back home. You will mostly come home tired, so all
Yeah.
you have to do is just sleep. Right. So for the girl child, I mean, I'm very, very passionate about the girl child because I think that at a point society failed me as a girl
Mm.
at a point in my life,
Mm.
because at a point I think I missed out on some stuff, and I'm like, oh, if maybe my parents tried to teach me all those stuff, but I probably didn't get it. And I
Mm.
was expecting that, okay, society, the other side, I have five sisters, right?
Mm.
They
Oh,
can teach
nice.
you, yeah, I grew up with women as well. They can teach you all you have to know. But sometimes when you step out of the nuclear family,
Mm-hmm.
you expect that, okay, this is how sometimes things should be done in certain ways.
Mm.
Sometimes when you go to school, you expect that your teachers. So I think that sometimes society really doesn't really, really help the girl child, and it also affects the psyche of the
It
child.
does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because most of the people that have probably slept their way to the top, or most of the people that are doing stuff that today we say that this is not right, this is all of that is.
Mm.
I think that it's probably because society didn't take its time
Yeah.
to teach her how she should handle situations.
Mm.
Because recently my big sister was telling me a story about a lady that came from Nigeria. She said someone brought her, and then the person told her she's supposed to come and work and all of that. When she
Mm.
came, they told her that, yeah, you don't have any proper job to do, so you have to sell your body to make money. And this girl is like, no, she's not going to do it. Right. And now this woman is like, okay, if you're not going to do it, then I'm going to hold on to your passport, because that's the only way you can
That's
go
yeah.
back to. And
Mm.
it saddens my heart to hear stuff like this, because sometimes it's even the same woman that is treating the other woman, and
Mm.
it's painful. It's really painful. So what are your thoughts on that?
Mm. We live in a patriarchy,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's the reality.
Mm,
Unfortunately. So, like we said, society definitely affects us.
yeah.
And with your last comments that you made with the woman putting another woman in this
Mm,
position, um it's sad.
yeah.
But then she has also been socialized in that way.
Mm-hmm.
She has probably reaped some kind of skewed benefits. I'm
Yeah.
saying skewed
Yeah.
because she feels as if it's a benefit, but really it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Putting your fellow person in that position is terrible.
Mm,
So she feels as if maybe that's like a good position she's in, and she's trying to get someone else in there. And even as human beings, not even only as women, as human beings, we sometimes tend to um go towards something that will be beneficial solely to us,
yeah.
and that is not something that is good. Like we end up being a little selfish.
Mm-hmm.
This woman is someone who feels as if getting another woman in this position will help her. It will
Yeah.
help her
Yeah.
get to the top and all that. It's not ideal.
Mm,
It's not great,
yeah.
but c'est la
It is what
vie.
it is.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really
Yeah.
sad, and
Yeah.
I really hope that these movements, Me Too, and so many other movements that are coming up will help us to curb these things. But the reality on the ground to women who are watching this is that like it's going to happen. Like
Mm,
you can't. You would love to do something about it, but
yeah.
unfortunately you may not
Unfortunately, yeah.
always be able
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
But then you have options. You have someone you can speak to,
Mm,
hopefully. So to women out there, don't feel alone. Don't feel like you have to go through some things. Just there are other women, even if you don't have women around you physically,
mm,
online.
yeah.
There are some hotlines that are coming up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
maybe we can like post some of them in
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
description
Yeah.
box,
Yeah.
so that you can
Reach out
feel
to them.
free
Yeah.
and then reach out to
Yeah.
someone, a
Yeah.
professional to
Yeah.
talk to. And I say reach out to me, but I'm not a professional.
No,
So
you can reach out to her.
yeah, I mean, feel free. You
Yeah.
can reach out to me,
Yeah.
but I'm not a professional.
Yeah.
So I would suggest you reach out to a professional and then just talk to someone. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I never finish a conversation without talking about God, right?
Obviously. Yeah.
Because I think that for a person, a woman
Mm,
especially, you'd have to come to the point where you believe that God made you in His image,
mm,
right? And that's um God loves you and He
mm,
cares for you.
mm,
And when He says He cares for you, he's not saying it like how some ex-boyfriend told you He cares for you,
mm,
right? He actually really, really cares for you. And that when He says I love and I care for you, He's not saying it because He's God and He wants to say anything. He's saying it because He means it.
mm,
So for any woman out there right now who is in a position where you are confused, you are um in a state where, hey, should I go ahead and do this,
mm,
should I do this? I think sometimes the problem is because we haven't come to the full knowledge of who God is.
mm,
We haven't come to understand that He is really a provider. We
mhm.
haven't come to the point where we understand that God says He will do it, so He will do it.
Yeah.
We haven't come to the point where we understand that His timings are not the same as ours.
Yeah.
So for the young lady out there who is probably in this transition, what do you say to her?
I agree with you that we are definitely created in God's image.
Yeah.
We sometimes hear about like people say, "Oh, Eve was created from the rib of the man," so
Mm-hmm.
it's for the
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is yeah, woman is it's a complicated relationship. Like
Mm.
we are complicated.
Yeah.
Like God
Yeah.
created
Yeah.
us intentionally.
Yeah.
Okay, we are definitely created in God's image.
Mm.
I read this before I came here, um and I think I should mention it. So when God was creating the woman, he we translate it in English as the helper,
Yeah.
but then the original Hebrew word is
Is
like
it?
E-I,
Yeah.
well, I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe I didn't pronounce it very well, but then
Yeah.
EZER.
Yeah.
And this is what we have translated as the helper.
Yeah.
And it's used a number of times in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
2 times to talk about the woman,
Yeah.
3 times to talk about help in battle,
Okay.
and then a number of times when talking about the kind of help God gives humanity.
Right.
So if we put this together, right, the woman
Mm-hmm.
is seen as the helper,
Yeah.
and God's help is also described with this same
Same.
word.
Yeah.
So we are definitely God's image
Yeah.
because we are here doing some of the things that God does for
Yeah.
humanity,
Yeah.
for man and
Man.
then
Yeah.
fellow woman.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, like
Yeah.
man in general.
Yeah.
So definitely don't feel as if because people say we were created in we were taken from Adam's
Adam's
rib,
rib. Yeah.
so it means that you have to look to a man.
Mm-hmm.
But then you were created in God's image. You
Yeah.
were created in a way to do what God does, sort
Yeah.
of like,
Yeah.
we are a representation of him. We
Mm-hmm.
are a symbol of him.
Right.
So you are a helper, you are the easy, but it doesn't mean that you are not your own person, you are
Mm-hmm.
not an image of God. You were
Yeah.
created in a particular way that you can be yourself
Yeah.
and then still be able to support someone if need be. Don't
Mm.
do anything you don't want to
Yeah.
do, right?
Yeah.
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 Just trust in God and then believe that you are created in his image.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
Yeah.
wanted to
All
mention
right.
that.
All right. I want us to conclude, but
Mm,
then also I think the one question I want to ask is that should it happen that a girl
mm,
child is in a position where a man is saying that, oh, I'm going to give you the job. Sometimes it's not even just a man, it's a woman as
mm,
well. I'm going to give you the job, but you have to do this and this and this and that, which is probably breaking all that you've been taught as a child, or
mm,
probably breaking all your morals and all of that. Um, what should she do
hmm,
in that? I mean, I believe most of the people watching us right now,
mm,
probably one or two people are in that position where you really need a job, you really need this money, you really need this, all of that. What should she really do in that? I mean,
hmm. So again, from my position of privilege, I
Yeah.
would say don't do it. Don't do
Yeah.
it because there's always something. There's
Yeah.
always a choice. But then I would say that that's my privilege speaking. I've
Mhm.
always had my family. I was also born into like I have a big group of women
Yeah.
who are my sisters and all that. So I've had, and I'm the last child.
All
So
right.
I've always had a chance to look up to
Yeah.
people. So
Yeah.
I always knew that like I have a choice.
Yeah.
It didn't always feel that way, but
Mm.
in the back of my mind, I
Yeah.
knew.
In your
My mom
mind.
also told me,
Yeah.
or like, never do these things. So
Mhm.
maybe you've not been told.
Yeah.
Just never do it.
Yeah. Right.
Never do it. Like,
Mhm.
it comes in so many different ways.
Yeah.
When I was in uni, there was this guy. I wasn't even seeing him, but like
Mhm. Yeah.
like we were
Yeah.
talking, and maybe you watch this and you will know it's him. But like he got me a phone,
Mhm.
and it's because of the lessons my mom had given me. Like it was just ringing in my head.
Mm.
I appreciated it. I
Yeah.
really liked it
Yeah.
that he thought about me.
Mhm.
But then in that point, like in that moment, my mind was, you take this phone, what does this mean?
Right.
What do you have to give in return
Mhm.
for this?
Mhm.
And what does this say about you
Yeah.
to others?
Yeah.
Please, I'm not saying if somebody is giving you a gift, don't take
Don't
it.
take it. Take
Take
it.
it. But then
Yeah.
this was just me. This
Yeah.
was my thoughts. And um so I refused the gift.
Mhm.
At that point, I was using this the phone cry. If I open an app, the phone will go off. And this guy saw it and he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I have phones."
Mhm.
So he gave me an iPhone. You know how Ghanaian women are with
I know,
iPhones,
right?
or even Ghanaian everybody, not only women, please. Like
Yeah.
everybody is
Yeah.
weird with iPhones. And at that time, I my iPhone had been spoiled for some time. I didn't have a new one. I usually get my phones and the iPhone fell. So at the
Yeah.
time, I was getting my phones from my sister, so she uses it, and then I
Mhm.
get the iPhone after her. And um she lives in the US, so
Yeah.
there was this lapse between when I could get
Yeah.
the iPhone. So she bought me an Android.
Yeah.
I will not say the phone because maybe that's what you're using, and then let me not shame you. So yeah, the phone was very bad and it
Mhm.
was going off all the time. And this guy got me the phone, and I really appreciated it. I was happy, and it would have really changed my moment. I won't say my life, but at that moment,
Yeah.
it would have
Yeah.
changed my
Yeah.
situation and then probably raised my status.
Mhm.
But then I didn't accept it. Meanwhile, like my phone was coming.
Mhm.
Like my phone that like my name is on was coming. It was
Yeah.
on the way. So like
Yeah.
within a few weeks, I actually had the iPhone. So
Mm.
imagine I had taken this iPhone
Mhm.
from this guy
Mhm.
with probably with strings attached.
Yeah.
He never said that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak on his
Mhm.
behalf. But then imagine I taken it and then my actual phone with no strings.
Yeah.
I don't have to do
Zero
anything.
strings. Yeah.
Just came like right after that. So I'm saying this to you because not to boast that I was beautiful enough and then somebody bought me an iPhone. No. But then it's just to let you know that within that period, you feel as if you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You don't like there's no other help coming.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
then sometimes if you just wait
Just a
light
little bit.
one, like
Yeah.
just a little bit,
Yeah.
your actual shape will come in.
Mm.
Your whatever it is that your name has like been written for
Yeah.
will come in.
Yeah.
And when it comes in, you'll be so amazed.
Yeah.
And it comes in from like the most
Random.
random, yeah,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
random
The least
spaces.
expected place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I recently had an opportunity to travel outside the country
Mhm.
to study.
Yeah.
And before I was going, I was like, hey, can I go? Because as I'm there, like I don't have any money put
Mhm.
aside.
Mhm.
How am I going to go?
Yeah.
And again, I could have started to talk to people and then,
Mhm.
maybe
Mhm.
even gone online
Yeah.
asking people for
Yeah.
funds and all
Mhm.
that. But I didn't do that. I just started to pray about it. I was melancholy the whole time. Like I was down.
Yeah.
Like people know me, I'm pretty out there a lot of the
Mhm.
time. But then I was so down,
Yeah.
and that was because I was just thinking about where this help will come
Yeah.
from. But then God like opened up like the most miraculous ways,
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to go on this journey,
Yeah.
and then able to get like some skills that I may not have had
Yeah.
without that chance. So again, I would say don't feel limited. Don't lock yourself up. Don't limit God as well,
Right.
because God
Right.
is is not in a box. Like
Yeah.
he's not a human being.
Yeah.
Your imaginations are not his imaginations.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even understand or fathom, be able
Yeah.
to fathom what he can do.
Yeah.
So why don't you just every time go on your knees, say a prayer. I'm not even someone who just sits down to kabe and kabo. Like
Yeah.
I've not even done that in my when I do it, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but it's
Right.
every now and then I just say something in my head to God, and I believe
Yeah.
it's to God,
Yeah.
right? And I say, God, you did this one, please help me.
I beg.
I beg, and I always even say I'm even a model of some like I do anything good, right?
Yeah.
It's because God has even said it's not by our works. We can't
It's
even
yeah.
earn the grace
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
I don't deserve the
Mm-hmm.
help God gives me. I don't deserve where I've been able to get to,
Yeah.
but then it's just the grace God has for us. And I believe He has a special grace for women.
Yeah.
You read in the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
read about Sarah, read
Yeah.
about Ruth, read
Yeah.
about Esther, read
Yeah.
about all these many
Yeah.
women. You've
Yeah.
heard about them, but
Yeah.
you just take your time to read the Bible
Yeah.
story yourself,
Yeah.
and then see how, yes, it seems as if the man is the one who is being spoken about so much.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you read between the lines, let the Holy Spirit help you.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see that like God has like this eye for
For
women.
women, yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
low key,
Yeah.
he doesn't make it too glaring.
Yeah.
But then if you are a woman and then you
Yeah.
really understand what God is trying to
Yeah.
say, you see that he gives us
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
help.
I mean, I agree with you. Recently, I was every quarter I have a plan
Mm,
where I read the Bible. So my target was to understand how God treated women in the
mm,
Bible. So I started reading from Mary.
mm.
You know, God had a special kind of grace around her. My mom says, "Nyame wo abadayem," right?
Yes. Yeah.
And I think even for a woman, for the human being, you can sometimes get to the point where I have a little nephew,
Mm.
right? And when he's doing some things, then my heart is pumping. I'm like, I hate this man. Right? So I believe that's the same way God feels about
Mm,
us. So
yeah.
for the young lady out there who is probably watching this, or for the mother who wants the daughter to, I mean, learn some stuff right now in
Mm,
her life, I believe that don't take God out of your process.
yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
you can go as much as you can, but if God is in your boat, you can go further than that. And I
Definitely.
believe that if you are in a position right now where you are confused about whether or not, hey, this thing, should I do it, this
Mm,
thing, should I not, and I always tell myself, if it's not serving my conscience right, I'm not doing it.
exactly.
You know, if I if I start to think twice about it, then it's probably not it.
It's weird. Yes.
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 The moment you're like, hey,
Your
this
the back
thing,
of your head will be heavy.
Charlie.
Yeah.
The moment
Yeah.
you feel like, should I not?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So yes, it's possible for a woman
Mm,
to get to the top without sleeping her way to the top.
yeah.
And
I wanted to make a small comment.
yeah.
If the goal you want to attain,
Mm.
okay, will mean you have to sacrifice your principles, then you probably should look at it
Yes,
twice.
sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes.
like if you
I like that. Can you repeat it again? I think I like it. Let it sit in my head again.
yeah, so
Yeah.
if the goal you want
Mhm.
to attain
Mhm.
means you have to sacrifice your principles,
Yeah.
then you should probably look at it twice, because
Honestly.
it's not
Yeah. It's
red
really not
flag.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is a red banner.
Red banner.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, yes, it's possible for you to, don't let society tell you that you'd have to do this and this and this to
Mm,
get to the top. Don't
mm.
let someone or a man or a woman or whoever it is to tell you that you can get there on your own. Because when you read the Bible again, there are women in the Bible. Let's take Esther. I mean,
My
yes,
girl.
I know, right? Let's take Esther. Esther could have, but she allowed God take her through the
Mm-hmm.
process. You
Mm,
know, she was someone that was far away from being a queen, but with God in your boat, It's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
And I believe that whoever watched this is going to impact you. This is going to teach you, and this is going to give you going to give you a different perspective on life.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Finally, if you have any last words, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
So my last thing is to just repeat to you that don't sacrifice your
Yeah,
principles.
yeah.
Believe in yourself.
Mm,
Oh, there's one more note I want to make. This is also a comment I read
yeah.
from like a program that was had with women and breaking the bias and all that.
Okay.
The I forget the person. I really wish I could remember to credit her, but
Mm,
she said that we need to remember as women that we are people too. And
right.
it's not like, oh, we always say the woman, the woman, the woman, and we are always focusing so much on the girl,
Yeah.
the gender side of things.
Yeah.
But you are a
You're a
person.
person.
You're a
Yeah.
person. You can be
Yeah.
able to do what a person does.
Yes. Yes.
Forget man, forget woman. You're a
Yeah. Yeah.
person.
Person.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
just keep that. And if you don't remember anything, remember that you're a person.
Person.
You're a human being, and you deserve some things. You deserve grace. You
Mm.
deserve opportunities. You
Yeah.
deserve it. So
Yeah.
just take it.
Yeah.
Receive it from God.
Yeah,
Amen.
receive it. All right, guys, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for watching this episode. I've really personally enjoyed it so much. I've learned so much, and thank you very much again, Selena,
Thank you for
for
having me.
being here. I mean, we really very much appreciate you. And to the girl child watching this, Selena has a tagline, and she's saying that don't sacrifice it, right?
Mhm.
Do not. The moment you know it's going to hurt you, the moment you know it's going to, sometimes you even have to think about your kids because
Mm.
those are the stuff I do a lot. This thing I'm doing today, is it going to affect my child
Mhm.
later in life?
Yeah.
And remember, you matter. You remember you are in the image of
God.
God, and remember God loves you. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.